Hi students, today we are going to discuss on the topic Applets programming. So in real, what is an applet? Applet is nothing but a Java program that can be embedded into a web page. As you all know, whenever we load a particular web page, on some pages you see audio or the video files which will be running in the background, or else sometimes with the content itself the video or the audio gets played. So that is possible with the help of applets. Okay, applets are used to make the website more dynamic and entertaining. So how does this applet Java program actually look like? As you all know, Java program execution always start from which method? That method is nothing but the main method. But in real, the applet program execution starts from the main method. It does not have any main method. So if I want to create an applet, what I will do is I will create a class with public access modifier which is going to inherit applet predefined class. So here, as you all see, I am going to create a class my applet, and I want to make this my applet class as an applet. That's what I am doing. I am making the particular my applet class and public access modifier. I am using public access modifier, and I am inheriting all the properties of the predefined applet class. So because of this, because I am inheriting applet class, this my applet becomes an applet. Okay, and if I want, I can add any number of components to my applet. If I don't want, I can just leave the applet empty. Here the components are nothing but buttons, checkboxes, text area or text boxes. Okay, like that there are many number of components. We will be seeing in the future what are the different components present. So next, where can I add this components is nothing but in the init method. So what are different methods used in the applet, and what are the specifications we will be seeing in detail. So if I want a particular text to be displayed on the applet window, on window, what I will do is I will write the particular code in the method called as paint method. So from whenever you load a web page, the applet execution will start from the paint method. Okay, and paint method will take a parameter called as graphics reference object. Okay, so let's see what is an applet hierarchy. As you all see, as you all know, object is a superclass for all the classes, right, present in the Java. So object and applet is a subclass of panel class, and panel is a subclass of container class. Container class is a subclass of component class, and component class is a subclass of object class. So an applet is a panel, and panel is a container. So let me explain what is the concept of this panel, canvas, etc. If you see here, I am taking, I have an image, I have a window. Here that window has different buttons or text boxes and a window called as applet window. So this whole thing is nothing but called as container. This whole thing is called as container, and this is nothing but an applet. So whenever you load a web page and as you created my class applet, so here what happened, the applet program is run and you got the specific window displayed. So in this specific window, as you see on the applet, as I told that if you for applet you can add any number of components. So the components are nothing but buttons, checkboxes or labels. So here the buttons, checkboxes and labels are placed on a window that is nothing but called as applet. So here applet is a container. Container always consists of components. Okay? And panel will have, panels are nothing but, panel consists of a space on which you can place any number of components. So these two are called as panels. Okay? And canvas is, canvas consists of a blank rectangular area which is used to take input from the user. Okay? So here there are three buttons, stop and go, clear and access, and two text boxes, size and speed. Next, size and speed are nothing but Labels. Labels are simple text. Okay. So I hope you got an idea what how does an applet look like. So let's see the main difference between Java application and Java applet. Java applications are standalone programs which can be executed independently, but applets are small Java programs which are designed to exist within the HTML document. So they cannot be executed independently. They always depend on the browser, and they need to have an extra plugin that is nothing but Applet Viewer for the execution of an applet. Okay? Java application must have main method for them to execute. There is no necessary for the main method to be present in the applets program. Java application just needs a JRE. Java applets cannot run independently, require APIs. That is nothing but application program interface. Okay? If you want to create a class for any Java application, you can just create using the class name. But in applet, if you want to create an applet, you have to create a class which will extend applet class. That applet class is nothing but a predefined class. Okay? Java application can execute code from the local system. Java applets application cannot do so. Okay? So let's see what are the different lifecycle methods for applet. So there are 4 lifecycle methods. One is init, start, stop, and destroy. So as you all see, whenever you load a web page, what will happen? Init method is initially invoked. Okay. In the init method, what you will do is you will just do the initialization part. Like if you have any variables to be declared and assign some values, there you will be doing that initialization. In the init method, you will be doing the initialization part. Okay. One thing you have to remember here, init method is always executed only once. It's not executed many times. It's executed only once. Okay. So whenever you load an applet, 2 methods get executed. There are first init method is executed, next start method is executed. After the start method, parent method is executed. Okay. So in the initialization part, init method is executed. Once the applet is loaded, start method and parent method are executed. So if you want to stop the applet, which method is executed? Stop method is executed. And from the stop method, if you want to resume the applet, then the start method is executed. Okay. And what's the difference between stop and destroy method? Stop is like you're temporarily shutting down. You're not shutting down the applet. You're just making the applet idle for some time. Okay. Destroying is when you will be going for destroying method is you want to completely delete applet from the memory. Then you will be going for the destroy method. Okay. So first step, it goes into the init method. Init is used for initialization. And once start method is called, the parent method also gets executed. And from the parent method, the execution starts. And if I want to stop my applet for some time, then I will be calling the stop method. And from the stop method, if I want to make my applet resume, I will be calling the start method again. And once the start method is called, parent method is executed and gives the whatever output you need. Okay. And if you want to destroy the applets completely, then you will be using the destroy method. Like destroy method used to remove the applet from the memory. Okay. That is, see, if I want to maximize my window, start method is invoked. And if I want to minimize my window, applet window or the web page, at that time stop method is executed. And whenever I am minimizing and restoring, start method gets invoked. Okay, I'll just show you an example, then you'll get an idea about how this life cycle works. Okay. Init method is the first method to execute when the applet is executed. Okay. Start method contains the actual code of an applet that should run. And start method executes immediately after the init method. It also executes when the applet is restored or maximized. Okay. Stop method stops the execution of the applet. The stop method executes when the parent method when the applet is minimized, or whenever, if you have multiple web pages and you are moving from one tab to another tab, then what will happen? The stop method gets executed. Okay, because as I'm moving from one tab to another tab, stop method gets executed is, what did I say? Whenever you are loading the current web page, start method gets executed. But if you are moving from one tab to the another tab, what's happening there? The control of the first web page is lost, right? That's why at that time stop method is invoked. Destroy method executes when the applet window is closed or when the tab containing the web page is closed. Stop method execute. One thing you have to remember, how does the destroy gets executed is, first of all, it will stop the applet, then it will destroy the applet. Okay. So stop method executes just before when the destroy method is invoked. Stop method removes the applet object from memory. And the paint method is used to draw the output on the applet display area. As I told earlier, in the applet Java program, you don't have any main method. The execution starts from the paint method. So whatever content you want to display on the applet window, you have to write the particular code in the paint method. The paint method executes after the execution of the start method and whenever the applet or browser is resized. Okay. So what's the method execution sequence when the applet is executed? So whenever you load an applet, three methods get invoked. They are init, start and paint. But whenever you want an applet to be closed, two methods get executed, that is stop and destroy. Okay. So let me show you an example.